Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, the news keeps on dropping today. We have got a new fragment collector and bam, he is coming out soon. So starting a week today then, May the 12th, we're planning to launch a Champion Fragment event with a new champion, Bivald of the Thorn. This is going to be a Sacred Order Legendary Champion HP based Spirit Affinity. So let's have a quick look. Sacred Order, do we need more gold in the Sacred Order? It's pretty full, but I guess there's room for more. Do we need Spirit Affinity? 3. We're kind of even on those, so that kind of makes an okay amount of sense. Do we need HP based? We've got 1, we've got 2. So it feels like it's pretty okay fit for this. A lot of people are saying, where's the lizards? Or where's the new lizards? Where's the new skinwalkers? But anyway, let's have a look at this champion and see what is going on. Firstly, I'm going to... Actually looks pretty damn sweet, right? Raid do this well. He looks like he's, I mean, related at least to Marta. A little bit blind. But yeah, looks damn sweet. So what do Raid say about him before I get my views in? Bivald the Thorn is the ultimate tank. I think Kyuku and Vogoth might have words to say, but we will see. That provides crowd control and mass healing for your team. Sounds cool. Bivald's main characteristic is that he can place debuffs on weak hits. Thus, you may not worry about landing weak hits when facing stronger affinities or dealing with Hydra, Poison Cloud, which is a pain in the ass. His A1 can provoke, his A2 can provoke and leech. Once again, weak hits won't be a stopper. Whilst using his A3, his damage increases for each debuff. Also heals and shields your team. Damn, that sounds cool. The passive also decreases the damage from provoked enemies. Gives you an HP aura in all battles, etc. Right, let's have a look through then. So they're saying he's the ultimate tank. What do we say? So Thorn Maul. Attacks an enemy. 30% chance of placing a provoke for a turn. Also heals the lowest, or the ally with the lowest HP for 15% of the damage. He's HP based. Sometimes they get HP based right, like a Magnar, and they smack. Sometimes they get them wrong, like most other ones, and they tickle. So he kind of needs to smack a bit here to get a decent heal away on his A1. The provoke debuff can be placed even through a weak hit. That's actually very cool for... Oh, just Magma Dragon. Actually, just Magma Dragon. Or like if you're trying to control waves and stuff like that. But really... Magma Dragon is where it's at in terms of bosses for a provoke. Right. Admonition of Barbs. Not really sure what that word means. My bad. Admonition. A firm warning or reprimand. This guy sounds nasty. So what's he doing here? Attacks all enemies 2 times. Double hit is always good. Attacks all enemies. I like it. The first hit, 75, probably books to 100% chance of placing provoke for a turn. It's decent. It's decent for some content, not really for bosses. The second hit probably again books to 100% chance of placing leech for 2 turns. That is good for a ton of content. It's definitely good for Hydra. It's definitely good for wave-based content. And actually the leech will go on to bosses as well. So that's a pretty damn decent A2. If that books to a 3 turn, then and it hits hard, we might have a champion on our hands. Also places Strengthen on himself. So he's provoking, he's putting Strengthen on himself, and they can be placed through weak hits. That's a cool ability. That's a decent ability there on the A2. The A3 then, Briar Nexus. Attacks all enemies again. So 2 AoEs. We love 2 AoEs. We love 2 AoE abilities, especially if they both do some good damage. Damage increases by 5% for each debuff on the enemy. So an enemy can have up to 10 debuffs. So we could get a 50% maximum damage increase from this. This is a skill I am so keen to see what its multipliers look like. Yeah, you know someone, Solus? Solus is so good and so hard hitting because of a really similar ability to this. Yeah, he does more damage based on debuffs out there. Let's say on average... Before you smack someone, there's going to be 3 debuffs. That's 15%. If you can get a few more, like, I don't know, Calvalax in your team, instantly get 4 debuffs, and you get your drop defense and weaken out there, that's 6 debuffs, 30% extra damage just by having, you know, a couple of your normal type of champions in the mix. So this potentially could be very fun. He's also putting debuffs out himself, so there is a bit of self-damage buffing going on here. Also heals all allies by 20% of the damage inflicted and places a shield for 2 turns equal to 20% of the damage inflicted. This is also potentially freaking awesome. It could also be that he hits like a wet lettuce and it's crap. And HP-based champions are dodgy for this. So his damage multipliers are a massive, massive part as to whether this guy is awesome or weak sauce. So I'm hoping that we get some test server access to give him a try, honestly. But as soon as I do, you know full well I'm going to be showing him off and letting you guys know what I think. On paper, so far, his kit is cool. He's got a passive here as well. Decreases the damage taken by all allies from enemies under provoke. I like that it's all allies here. So all allies take 15% less damage from provoked enemies. My biggest frustration with this is that you can't provoke any bosses apart from Magna. You can't provoke Hydra heads. Like, this would actually have been a better passive if they'd taken the leech mechanic. Although it doesn't fit as well with like the whole lore and the story and all that type of stuff. You know, you provoke someone, therefore they're giving you less damage. But I feel like if they'd used a debuff, which is more universally, you know, potentially able to get out there, then this champion's value goes through the roof. He's a clan boss champion all of a sudden. You know, he's available to be used in pretty much all content. Whereas the provoke thing, you may as well just say that's not happening against any boss apart from Magma Dragon. And honestly, Magma Dragon's probably the easiest boss in the game. So that's a shame. Raid, if you do watch these videos, just change it now. Change it to Leech. Change that passive to Leech. And I tell you what, I'll buy you a pack of Raid Gems. What we got here also increases ally HP in all battles by 28%. Is solid. This champion feels pretty damn good on paper, I would say. A lot depends on the damage multipliers of this A2 and A3, especially the A3. Yeah, I don't know, guys. What do you think? On my free-to-play, like as a progression champion, this is an awesome champion for sure. Whether I can get him or not with my resources on the free-to-play, I'm unsure. When I think about late game on my main account, unless this is doing some serious damage, I struggle to see where he gets in with the kits. But let me know what you think below. Anywhere in particular you think he's going to be well worth trying. Let me know, because I will get some test server action going if I can. And I will test based on some of these comments. Anyway, guys, I've been Hell Hades. That is Bivald of the Thorn. And careful of his admonition, firm warnings, or reprimands. He will get you with those. I'll see you later.